The wait is over. The all-new Umoja Radio Network, home to over 40 Black-owned radio stations and podcasts, is here for you. Connect to the world's fastest-growing collection of unapologetically Black and proud media, from podcasts to independent Black-owned radio stations, and access to the important news and music you need. Umoja Radio is from our culture, by our culture, for our culture. The all-new Umoja Radio is available right now on Google Play and the Apple Store. Join the movement. Be empowered.
Hello. So we are back. I'm Tritney, and we're here with the intelligent Santiago.
What?
And Miss Ashley from the YMCA.
Hi.
So, Santi, I think you had a question you wanted to ask Ashley.
I do. I have the personal question or the informational question?
Personal.
Personal? Where are you from, Miss Ashley?
I am actually originally from South Dakota.
Okay.
The south of the Dakotas. There's two. The one with more cows than there are people in the state. That's my fun fact about South Dakota.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Under 1 million people in the whole state. But I moved to Muskegon about 2 years ago, and I've been loving it ever since.
Just glad to have you.
Yeah.
Glad to have you here.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So, where are you from? Like your organization?
Yeah, I'm with the Muskegon YMCA. So my title is Program Director of Healthy Living. So I oversee a couple of different programs that we do there. In Muskegon YMCA, we're a little unique. We're a little bit different. So we actually are an outreach YMCA. So we don't have a facility anymore. We don't have the typical gym or pool that you can go to, but rather we bring our programs out into the community.
Yeah.
And it's a really cool opportunity that we have where we get to go directly to where our participants are and bring our unique services to them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. We like that. So how long have you been with the YMCA?
I've been here about 2 years. Ever
Okay,
since
just a few years.
since I came to Michigan, I've been with the YMCA and I've loved it the whole time I've been here. It's a very rewarding job.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's amazing. It's good to have you here.
Thank you.
It's good to know that you love doing what you're doing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so I just want to hop into your program, your
Mhm.
cardiovascular program.
Mhm.
How did that begin? Who was the originator? Just how much time do you put into this program?
Yeah. So all of the programs that I oversee are programs that came directly from YMCA of the USA. So
Okay.
national organization, and all of our programs that I oversee are evidence-based. So they have science behind them
Yeah.
that shows that they work.
Okay.
And we started doing cardiovascular programming even before COVID. We've been doing it for a while. COVID changed things a lot for a lot of
Drastically.
people.
Yeah.
Drastically.
Yeah. And so we really have shifted our approach that we actually serve the entire state of Michigan through just Muskegon YMCA.
Oh, wow.
So, and we do that through the beauty of virtual technology.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
That's
right?
great.
It's the beauty that we now are fortunate to have. We can do our programming with people all the way across the state. So we have people from the UP, we have people from Detroit who can participate in our programs, and this program specifically is focused on heart health.
Yeah.
And it's timely because February is Heart Health,
Yes, it
American
is.
Heart
Right.
Health Month, right?
Yes, it is.
So our cardiovascular programs directly are focusing on improving your heart health. So anyone in the state can join them and learn a little bit and help reduce their risk for cardiovascular disease.
That's wonderful.
That is literally meeting people right where they are.
That's the goal. That's the goal, trying to reduce as many barriers as possible. And we have technology. Let's utilize it to its fullest extent, you know?
Yes.
It's just I know that other programs as well. You guys got it's a preventative
Mhm.
hearts. What is it?
So we
Heart and
have-
stroke.
Yeah. So within
attack and
our
stroke, my bad.
cardiovascular programs, we have sort of two main programs. There's blood pressure self-monitoring, which is more individual based. So it's kind of at your own pace.
Yep.
You meet one-on-one with a healthy heart ambassador. You do nutrition calls. the heart attack and stroke prevention is very similar program, but it's group based. So
Okay.
you come together with other people to have these conversations around what things can we do to start reducing our risk for developing cardiovascular disease or helping manage our blood pressure specifically. So it's more of that conversational aspect, and it can help with that accountability piece
Yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
Sometimes
definitely.
showing up and saying, I'm here with these group of people and I said I'm going to be there, forces you to commit to it a little
Yeah,
bit more.
definitely.
So similar concept, both focusing on that cardiovascular health, but just a little bit different approach for them both. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I heard you say some symptoms. What
Yeah.
are some signs or symptoms that lead up to these things?
So first and foremost, I want to say, if you are having an emergency of any kind, right? First
Yeah.
and foremost, talk to your doctor. That is going to
Yes.
be, no matter what, anything else, talk to your doctor. But cardiovascular disease can show up in a lot of ways, things that we think of a lot of the time associated with heart attacks and strokes. So think your chest pain, your fatigue, those stroke symptoms, that dizziness, the difficulty speaking, things like that can be indicators of some things going on with your heart and your blood vessels that you want to get checked out. First and foremost, talking to your provider, there's going to be steps and things that they're going to take on that medical route.
Mhm.
But then there's also steps that you can take in your lifestyle, making changes there. And that's where our programs really come in.
Okay.
We know that keep the medical side to the medical professionals,
Yeah.
and then we're more working alongside the providers to offer more of that lifestyle change piece, because there are things you can do to reduce your risk and help manage your cardiovascular disease.
Right.
It's not a death sentence by any means, but you need to be vigilant on taking those steps to help reduce your risk.
Yes. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Health is wealth, man. Just
Absolutely.
eating healthy and making sure that you're getting the proper nutrients every day. It is. I mean, I seen that the program, you have to be of age, 18 years of or
Yes.
older.
Yep.
Yeah, 18 years older.
There's a couple of different criteria, right? So 18 years of age and older. Alongside that, we want to know if you've had a recent cardiac event. There are other programs that typically your provider wants you to go through first before seeking something like our program. So there's cardiac therapy that people go through
Mhm.
after they've had a heart attack. Or stroke. So those are great opportunities to do that first and then come to our program, right?
Okay,
So there's
yeah.
a couple of those stipulations. But in general, if you are diagnosed with high blood pressure, hypertension, we know that managing hypertension is one of the main things that you can do to help reduce your risk for actually having a heart attack, a stroke, things like that. There's 3 main factors. Managing that high blood pressure is one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Okay. So are you able to, I know it's kind of just on the spot,
Yeah.
but who is most at risk right now? Like, how does that fall in line statistically?
Yeah. So there's, aside from lifestyle change, lifestyle factors that attribute to risk, there are things that unfortunately you're born with that can put you at risk. So
Mm.
family history. You can't control if mom and dad or grandpa had heart
Right.
disease. But also things like age. Can't control our age, but as you get older, you are definitely more at risk. Gender, men are more likely to get heart disease. Women are more likely to die from heart disease, but men are more likely to get it. And race. Any minorities are more likely to get heart disease than people who are of white and Caucasian descent. Yeah. So there's those factors that you can't control those things.
Right.
Those automatically put you at a higher risk. So instead of hyper focusing on those things that we can't change, we want to look at what things can we do to help actually reduce our risk. And part of that, like you said, Santi, it starts with the nutrition.
Yep.
It starts with our physical activity, but then it also goes into managing your cholesterol, managing your high blood pressure. And the number one thing is stopping smoking. That's
a big one.
Yeah, that's a huge one, especially with e-cigarettes and vaping becoming more and more common with our younger people. Both those are still just as dangerous for your heart health.
Yeah.
So making sure that you can, one easy step you can make, easy is a harsh word, one step you can start making is cutting that out is going to help reduce that risk dramatically.
Yeah, it's just I hope you guys understand the significance in the heart disease, man. It's affecting families.
Mhm.
Yourself. Take care of yourself, please. I need you guys to understand the importance of eating healthy, making sure that you're getting the right nutrients, like I just said. And if you're into some type of physical activity and you love doing that, stay to that, man.
Mhm.
It's a serious thing.
Mhm.
And cousin Santi loves y'all.
And make sure you go to the doctor and get those
Yes.
labs done too. That's a big one. A lot of people do not go to the doctor as
Yes.
often as they should.
Absolutely. Our providers are there for us.
Yeah.
So use them as a resource
Yeah.
because they have a ton of knowledge and expertise. And then also, there are a ton of programs like the things that we do that exist out there. And so I want to reiterate thank you for having me on here so that I can talk about the things that we do offer because people just don't know.
Yeah,
And until you can get awareness, you can't do anything about it.
exactly. And so also the blood pressure program.
Mm-hmm.
Like how does that work?
Yeah.
Is that a free program? Free monitor gets sent to you?
Yeah. It's one of those things that I'm very, very proud of that all the programs I oversee, there is no cost to participate in them.
Beautiful.
So, right, we mentioned there's a few criteria for you to qualify for the program, but as long as you have hypertension, that is the high blood pressure, that is the main thing that we're really focusing on managing with these programs. So, as part of enrolling in our program, if you don't have a blood pressure cuff, that is something that will be sent to you,
Nice.
as well as a low sodium cookbook. So that's something
Oh.
that, because we're talking about nutrition being fuel and being medicine for
Mhm.
our bodies, specifically when we're thinking about our heart health, we really want to manage our sodium intake. So we talk a lot about, we have nutrition seminars once a month in the program where we have a registered dietitian come and talk to us about how do we start reducing our sodium? What is the DASH diet?
Nice.
Ways that you can start shopping and cooking that can help with those things. Yeah.
Great.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
It is. The more you know.
The more you know.
It is amazing. So working at the Y,
Mm-hmm.
I just know that we used to go there as kids
Yeah.
when we were younger, man. The swimming, the lessons and
Mhm.
all that. It's good that there's still a staple in our community
Mm-hmm.
that you're promoting and you're doing what you're doing. And you said thank you for being on here. Thank you for giving us your knowledge and your expertise.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's just amazing to talk to you. I know
Thank
we've
you.
been emailing each other
Yeah.
and I've been calling you guys. So it's to see the face. And shout out to Carla.
Yes.
You guys are amazing. Yeah, it's wonderful to have you here. And thank you again.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for giving me a platform to kind of share a little bit about what we are doing because we're doing a lot of cool stuff. A lot of people think that we disappeared when we sold our facility back in 2015, but we are out in the community doing
Mhm.
really cool things. So if you're ever interested in learning more about us, definitely check out our website, muskegonymca.org. We have a ton of cool stuff going on aside from cardiovascular programming.
Perfect.
It's amazing. Well, we love y'all. Trent, you got anything else to add?
No, sir. Be safe. Be healthy.